So that's it. I was going to go for a flight up a canyon. We got enough gas. Let's give that a shot. All right. So let's take a flight and go see some fall colors.
12 Wenatchee.
Lifting up on the collective, light on the skids. I'm in the air. Pointed forward and let's go. And Wenatchee traffic, helicopter 34 Delta is upwind, taxiway parallel 12, and we're going to do straight out down to the dam. That's if it's not too windy.
Wenatchee traffic 6253 Alpha, turning final 12 Wenatchee.
Okay, so the idea was to go out on this beautiful day and do a flight up Lower Moses Coulee and into Douglas Creek, Douglas Canyon there, and check the fall colors. And while I was prepping the helicopter with the new camera mounts and trying to get my camera behind me in the behind my shoulder here to operate, the weather changed, of course. And it looks like it's snowing up on Mission Ridge. So instead, I'm going to go up the Rock Island grade and check out the fall colors up there. And I want to take a minute to thank Jason and Turbo Max, who showed up yesterday for a live chat that I did for sponsors to talk about the things that we're going to do. And Jason reminded me that I need to talk more often about what I'm doing with the helicopter, with the controls and whatnot. So I'm going to try to do that, I swear. And hopefully I'll be able to get some good footage of great flights, but also talk about flying the helicopter. And I also just recorded the rest of the videos for the using the collective and using the cyclic. And hopefully I'll have those edited and out for folks to look at real soon. So I'm going down the Columbia River, and the beautiful day is kind of clouded over now, but it's still pretty calm. The wind isn't kicked up yet too badly. This is the Alcoa power plant, and that's the Rock Island Dam in front of me. I'm not going to go that far. I'm going to turn up this canyon here. I turned up the big canyon, which is Lower Moses Coulee. I did that with Nick Zentner on another flight, and if that's not online yet, it will be soon. I don't know which order I released these in. Right now I'm just trying to gather footage to take me through the winter. This winter I will be flying hopefully in Arizona with some folks, not in my helicopter though. My helicopter's staying home for the winter. So this is the Rock Island grade, which is actually the name of that road. It's a gravel road, goes up to a farm up there. And I'm making a right-hand turn by just pushing that cyclic over just a little bit to the left. Make a left-hand turn. Duh. And this is a canyon that's, it slowly climbs up to the plateau. There's some water in there. And I'm hoping that the colors get a little bit better. Boy, it was really beautiful this morning, and now it's kind of dreary. We'll drop down a little bit. Actually, we'll just kind of fly a little bit level and let the earth rise up around us.
Wenatchee traffic 6253 Alpha, turning downwind 12 Wenatchee.
This particular canyon, I did fly it recently. Trying to think if I did this with Nick. I think I did, and I'm pretty familiar with it, so I know there are no wires in here. When I lived in Arizona, I did a lot of canyon flying. I knew a lot of canyons to fly in. Here I know a few. I kind of miss flying in Arizona, but it's nice to explore new places. So what's interesting is that this is, geez, we're probably about 6 miles from my house right now, 6 straight line miles. It's like a whole nother world in here. Up on the slopes next to us on either side is farmland. I see a cow grazing over there. There's probably others with him or her. And there's some wheat fields, dry land wheat fields up there. We'll fly over. There's some cows down here in the down by the creek. I did a job for a rancher. He was looking for his cows. They got lost. There was a fire out here somewhere, and the fence got burned a little bit, and the cows got out. We went looking for the cows, and basically flying down here, and every time we saw a cow, we got down low, and he was able to see if it was his by the color of the ear tag. This little green spot right here has got to be a seep or a spring, because there's no way it would be that green without water being there all the time. And then we've got some fall colors down here, which are kind of nice. I should have changed the view so it would be not quite so wide. So we are doing a little bit over 100 knots. It's about 115 miles an hour. And pretty close to the ground here. Some more cows. They're white ones and black ones. They don't seem the least bit interested in me. Yeah, I don't get to do this too often anymore. Oh, gets a little narrow over here. I think I'm gonna have to climb. Now, there's limits to how aggressive you can be when you're flying a helicopter with a two-bladed system. In general, I mean, I can't do any aerobatics, or aerobatics. And I have to do all my motions have to be really smooth. Can't do any low G pushovers. Looks like autumn's a little bit further along right here. We are climbing, not very fast though. A little bit of wind in here, bouncing me around. Oh, it's really pretty up here. A lot of neat rock formations. I do remember coming up here with Nick because he was very excited about those rocks we just passed. I should have come through here about a week ago, it looks like. It looks like I passed the prime. Bit busy. This canyon just goes and goes. You get to a point, and then you start getting to where people are living. And I'll pull up because I don't want to bother anybody. So we are now north of Wenatchee Airport, north of Wenatchee. There's an old fence line over here. Looks like an old corral. I don't know how much of this you can see. It's fun. Let's see, it splits here. We'll go this way. This way looks more interesting. That way looks pretty interesting too. This is all volcanic stuff, by the way. That big thing we just went past. Remnants of volcanoes. This whole area was just covered by volcanic rock. Or is, I should say is, it's still under there. I should have gone that way, but that would take us out. Let's go this way a little bit more. What's neat in here is that there are places where the homesteaders, the original settlers to this area, some of their old houses and other buildings are. I don't think there's too many down in here. windy here. Yeah, I see houses up ahead, and here's a road. So now we are out. There's a car down there, intersection of the roads. I'm gonna climb up now. Oh, I forgot the name of the mountain. Not Saddle Mountain. It's a mountain that's just north of Wenatchee. And we are on top of it now. If I continue this way, well, eventually this ends. Right up here it ends. And then if I went to the right, it would take me out to the plateau where Waterville is. Instead, we're going to go out towards Wenatchee. And you'll see ahead of me is going to be all wheat fields. This is dry land wheat farming out here. And it's really cool up here. What I wanted this. Turn the heat on. Ugh, the heat's stinky. And if you look down that way, let me turn so you can see. I don't want to overfly this guy's trailer anyway. But if you look out that way, you'll see where we were. We were in that canyon there. And if I would have made it the left-hand turn, it would have taken us up over here. Not going to go back the same way. We'll go back over the wheat fields. So out ahead of us there, off to the kind of right a little bit, that's Mission Ridge. It looks to me like it might be snowing up there. It's 45 degrees here. This is all wheat. Looks like it was planted just a while ago, winter wheat. And we'll circle around and just land. Just go over the plateau, drop down. I could go down this little canyon here. It would take us back to the one we were in. I had originally planned to go all the way up to Lake Chelan today, but with the weather changing like this, and it just took me too long to get the camera set up, so we'll call it quits. So the reason it's called dry land wheat farming is because they don't irrigate it. They rely on the weather to irrigate it, which is risky, but I think they did okay this year. Hard to believe, but we are in Wenatchee's airspace right now. When we get over this cliff, you can just see the earth just drop away. It's actually kind of neat when you're on board. I'm not sure if the cameras can really give you the same experience, especially when the cameras are so wide, the angle's so wide. Let's see what we got down here. Always surprised where I come out. And there we go. So now, these are the cliffs to the south of the airport. So I'm descending now, so I'm going to descend pretty rapidly because I need to drop about 1,500 feet to get down there. Wenatchee area traffic, helicopter 7534 Delta is about 2 miles to the north, descending through 3,200 feet, landing by the fire cache. And we're coming down. So I'm almost, collector's down, almost full.
Over the top of 30, entering left downwind for 12.
Left downwind for 12. That means he might be around me. Helicopter 34 Delta is looking, descending now to through 2,500 feet. Oh, there he is. About a mile north now. I think I got you in sight. You're no fact, you're much higher than I am.
Okay, we see it now.
Yeah, he's up there. And that's how we prevent accidents, just talking to each other. So you do have to listen if there's somebody in your area. He's doing a left traffic for the runway, which is not standard. Should be right traffic, but...
Over traffic 543 Charlie Whiskey is 13 miles to the east of the airport, 5,000.
So I'm coming in, actually I want to come in from the other way. There's not much wind, actually, it doesn't really matter. Okay, sorry. I'm going to come across here, over these orchards, and then sneak in from the other side. There's a little bit of a wind. You're going to be landing with a little bit of a tailwind, but not enough to make a difference. Just a little breeze. And now I'm sorry I turned the heat on, because it's getting warm in here.
Wenatchee traffic, King Air 108, Romeo Juliet, turning 2 mile, left base 12, Wenatchee.
And I don't know why it's doing that. I am going to land facing, my tail facing the hangar because I got to push it in. Normally I would not land with my tail facing where people might be, but the chance of people being here is very low. So I'm just going to set it down right here, lowering the collective. Bumpy. Get the heat off. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I don't think it was a very long flight. Was it long? If you like flights like this, if you like to learn more about helicopters and stuff like that, subscribe to the channel, click the little bell so you get notified when new stuff comes out. I try to release 2 videos a week. I've been slacking off a little lately, but I'm going to try to get back in it. And do understand that I do get burned out sometimes. If you got any ideas, suggestions, leave them in the comments. Also, read the comments always on all the videos to learn about the stuff that I didn't mention. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Penny says bye too. Bye. Still here? I'm shutting it down. Got my gauges cooled down, the cylinder head temperature's down. Cut the throttle. Disconnect the clutch. Wait now 30 seconds. And he's awake.
Yeah, Wenatchee traffic, King Air 108, Romeo
King Air's
Juliet.
landing on the ground there.
Charlie, clear the active 12.
Turn that off. I don't need it. Actually, I don't need this either. Actually, I do need that. I want to call for fuel. And then I could pull the mixture, which will kill the engine. Thanks for sticking with it. Bye. Wenatchee Unicom helicopter 7534 Delta.
Hey Marina, use the fuel?
That's affirmative. If you could top off the main, that would be great.
Copy that.
I'm down by the fire cache. Okay. Turn that off. That was that one. Did you stop already, you bum? did. You thing stopped. Shit. Did it stop? Tell if it stopped.